Just My Opinion, the podcast.
Mike Roberts, baby.
My name is Hery Irizarry.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Just My Opinion. My name is Hery. I'm here with Mike. Hello, Mike.
Que paso, mi amigo?
That's kind of embarrassing that you have to cover yourself. What now made me feel more awkward. Like it's not enough.
It was more like we started the show with a high five.
Oh.
It was like, and break.
It's like one of those TikTok videos, like, you cover.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Just my opinion. Welcome to the show.
I know. Whoa. How you been?
Dude, I'm excited now. I'm excited to see you. I've been all right. I've been better.
Yeah. A lot of stuff going on in your life.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. You like the little highway that used to be on the Flintstones. Mm-hmm. That's what I feel like is going on in my dome right now. But things have been good. Good, where the wedding is coming along and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. That is definitely stressful, only because like I feel like I can't put enough time to be there. You know what I mean? But
understandable.
But oh my goodness, dude, we're back and forth with the vendors, the food guy, the picture people.
Yeah.
We got
Bridezilla mood?
Huh?
Bridezilla mood?
No, actually, she's keeping it together. I'm the one
around you.
Yeah. At least around me, yeah.
At least around you.
I'm the difficult one. Like when the contracts come in, I want to see the paperwork. I want to make sure we're getting our bang for our buck. You know? And let me tell you something. It's funny you should ask that. Because one of the things I noticed that I'm a little curious about when it comes to these vendors.
Yeah.
And I'd love to get your opinion on something like this. Mm-hmm. So most of these vendors, all right, whether it's food people, bartenders, there's a paper vendor, we got all kinds of vendors, all right. They already have a service charge, which I'm not complaining. They already have a service charge worked in, which is typically for their staff.
Yeah.
Right. Then they have a processing charge.
Yeah.
Then they have a gratuity. They already have their tip worked in, right? But they have a little line that says, "Tip is optional."
Yeah, well, it's like you go to a restaurant that already has the gratuity included, and then they have another line if you want to add a little more. Why would I want to add more?
Thank you. You already got it worked in there. And if you're not satisfied with the fucking number, maybe you should have worked a little bit more in there. Okay?
Increase the percentage, right?
That's what I'm saying, because I'm not going to be...
No, but you know what? Maybe we should not say that, because they'll raise the gratuity, but then still have the line. Let's raise the gratuity, because most likely they won't tip extra.
Well, and it's not that I don't want to, but it's like, guys, you don't need to remind... Here's where I lost the want to give a little bit more. And this is actually a really good Just My Opinion thing. I love your take. So, because if your service in anything you do is good enough that it already, like if I work in the service industry and my gratuity's worked in, let's say I'm a restaurant server. My gratuity's worked in, party is 6, baby.
Yeah.
But I know if I do a really good job, that's 6 potential opportunities for more money.
Well, and if I'm the one paying, and the gratuities already included, and I think you did an excellent job, I believe I will give you an extra tip.
Me too.
I think I'm that kind of guy.
But if you were told from the moment you sat down, hey, we're gonna work the gratuity in.
Yeah. Oh.
But if you want to give more. Oh, what? Because somebody was going to deny the extra 100?
Yeah.
I threw on the table?
Let me tell you one story. I think I've told you this before, but I can't remember. Back in my fat, out of control eating days, I used to love buffets. My body needed buffets. Yeah. I got to keep up. You cannot just go to drive-through. Anyway, I used to go to this Chinese buffet, and you know those people. You know, you can eat there. I went to this specific restaurant a couple times. Well, more than a couple times. But the last few times started getting really annoying, and I felt actually disrespected. The server will insist that you give her a tip.
What?
So first she brought me the receipt, right? And she tells me with her own accent and stuff like that, this is how much you have to pay, and then this is where the tip goes. And I'm like, okay, let me have it. And she's like right next to me, waiting for me to do something
like standing over your shoulder.
Yeah,
like
and I was like,
you?
Can I get some space? Can I get some you know? And then but here's what then the following time, it got even more aggressive. You know, meaning I have to leave a tip. But what happened that day, everything was so bad that I did not want to leave a tip. First, okay, I don't know if I'm wrong here, but they're not really servers. Because in a buffet, you serve yourself. Okay?
Well, but they're rotating the drinks, getting the plates off the table.
I get that. But it's not as like when you go to a restaurant and sit down, they take your order. There's a difference in service, I believe. But
I would concur.
Yeah, so, but anyway, she was very persistent the last time, and I was like, I had enough. I said, you need to stop. You need to stop. I will give you a tip, but you cannot be telling me that I have to. And she even mentioned the percentage, which I don't remember the percentage, because it was 4 of us. So she wanted me to know that because of 4 of us, this is the kind of percentage you have to do. You know, because you have 3 options, I believe, right?
Oh my goodness!
I kid you not. But that day, it was so bad. I went to get food and walking, you know, to like I saw the door of the kitchen. They have a sink where they put all the cups and stuff. In that sink, they were throwing food too. Literally, instead of on the garbage, and you can see shrimp all over the sink. And that was my last time at that place, and I never went back, but it was disgusting. But anyway, in that restaurant, which is, if you go by that restaurant, the lines are insane to go in. All the time. Down in 192 in Kissimmee. I'm not going to tell your name. I'm going to say your name. But yeah, and I'm a guy who used to eat a lot. I still can eat a lot, but back in the day, I could put food away. And even that for me was disgusting. But the fact that she was telling me, this is a percentage. This is a percentage you have to choose. And I'm like, no, get away from me.
Is it possible that because you were a big man back then?
Oh, I'm pretty sure. I know where you're going. And I'm pretty sure,
they were just like, hey, we need to get our money out of this guy. Because he's coming here. We're having to rotate.
This is a loss right here. This is a loss. So I'm pretty sure they got all pulled in the kitchen. It's like, we need to charge extra tip to everybody else in this restaurant because we're not going to make it with this guy.
This guy just finished a whole tray of crap.
Yeah. They lucky my son was younger. If I take him now, it's even worse. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
That is hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't believe in that extra line.
Yeah, I don't. And it's got me frustrated, dude, because it's the one thing I'm like, I know it makes me sound like a cheap ass, but again,
yeah, I don't believe you're a cheap ass. Well, for other things, I can tell you're a cheap ass, but not in this case that we're talking about. We pay for a service. We are rating it ourselves. I'm not going to give you the tip that you think I should give you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to disrespect you in any sense, but we all have different opinions about how we feel that we were treated and how the service is and the quality is. And maybe for me, let's say example, a good tip is $10. Example, not saying that is. That is an excellent tip. But what if for me, $7 means it's excellent?
True.
We all have a different way of rating, right? So what if for me $7 is a great rating? Just saying.
You know, it's I'm not mad that they're letting. I am mad they're letting me know that I could tip, because of course I would tip.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna tip anybody in service. Like, I know it, and plus it'll be a good day to get a tip. Like the drinks are flowing, you're at the wedding, you're happy, blah 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 blah.
Don't you feel judged? Because they're like, we gotta tell this guy because he looks like he's a bad tipper. He's a cheap ass tipper. Yeah, make sure you tell him.
Like, hey, let him know.
Mary,
like, hey,
today the Roberts are coming. Make sure you tell them about that option. I saw him. He looked cheap as hell. So, yeah.
And you know me, bro. You ain't getting a tip until the day of. I want to see the quality of staff.
True.
I want to make sure nice, tucked away, looking sharp.
Yeah.
I can't have sloppiness. That'll get you a bad tip.
You don't want to know. I was going to say something very offensive. No.
I don't want the strong hand at my damn wedding.
No.
And anybody who's seen
sweaty,
the Scary Movie 4 knows what I mean.
There's nothing worse than seeing somebody sweaty.
Use my strong hand.
Yeah. Somebody sweating coming to serve you. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Their shirt unbuttoned at the neck because they're too hot.
You're not mistaken, dude. These are all things that I think about that I'm like, I don't understand. Why you need another tip.
I judge.
Like an additional tip.
I judge a lot. That is.
And you know why it makes me mad? I'll tell you why it fucking makes me mad.
There you go. Get mad.
Because they already have a service charge.
Yeah.
Like you're already billing me for the cost of having those people there. And then you got a gratuity worked in. And then you're like, hey.
So.
Any more you can spare,
we'll take. They do in those receipts, they will explain to you what all the charges are for, right? Is there an asshole that says, can you explain a little more in detail of how this money goes? Right? I can imagine. I would like to hear some dick doing that. Like, well, when you say the extra charges, what are those exactly for?
Yeah.
So if you already charged me on this, which, by the way, how much the servers are making here? So I know.
You don't want to know.
Right? If there's one of those jerks that will do that.
Yeah. Well, or I've been in situations where I want the server, like let's say I didn't, like I've been in one of these situations where the server doesn't work in the kitchen. Okay? And if the chef and everybody keeps fucking it up, and the table and the server didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Like, let's say everything was great up until the quality of the food tastes.
Yeah.
Like, you can't take that shit out on your server if your server's attentive to your needs the whole time. Like, even if you're complaining and they keep coming back to you, filling your drinks and, like, hearing you out.
Yeah.
I'm not the kind of guy to take out my problems if it's a food issue.
Yeah.
On the waitress or waiter.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't.
No, you're right.
I'm one of those types.
I love weddings. I can't, it's so exciting. I've said this before. I think, I don't know about this, but I've told you before, the best wedding I've ever been to was our friend Jacer's wedding.
Oh, yeah. I remember you telling me that. You said it was a blast.
It was a blast. There was no alcohol.
Yeah.
The couple had wine. He didn't share that shit. Just so you know, Jacer, you didn't share your wine, bitch. Anyway. But no, the wedding was beautiful. I didn't need alcohol. Because the wedding was amazing. Beautiful. The food was so good. Again, I judge. And I thought the food was excellent. Excellent. Everything. Everybody had a blast. Everybody had fun. And they did a lot of the stuff themselves. They did like little jars of make your own cookie at home. You know what I mean? With the recipe on the jar. Little cute things. And I'm like, wow, very clever. Very nice, It was, I don't know, it just felt great. It was the music was excellent. So that was a good one. I've been to really bad ones. I went to, this person, Ben. Remember Ben?
Uh-huh.
He spent a lot of money on this wedding. And I remember his mother-in-law didn't show up for the wedding, but she showed up in the middle of the dinner, right? And all the tables are pretty much surrounding the dance area, right? The dance floor. So for her to go to the couple, she has to go through the dance floor. But nobody's dancing because it's dinner time, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know who the mother is, the mother-in-law, but this lady shows up in a kind of like a beach dress and flip-flops.
Oh, a little less formal.
Really loud. Comes through that door whenever he's like, hello!
Mom is here.
Crazy hair. And as she's in the front, 6 feet behind her, her boyfriend, which I found out it was her boyfriend, cargo shorts, flip-flops, a hat, and instead of a card as a gift, they really had a package. A Target bag with her gift.
Oh my
In the middle of the wedding while everybody's eating, and you're like, who's that? Everybody's like, you can hear the people talking at the tables. You can, you know, and then all of a sudden, Hery's the only one who's laughing. I think this is hilarious. This is what I live for. This is awesome. You know, you spend so much. This is such a fancy wedding, and somebody just walks in cargo shorts. Perfect. You made my day. Let's have a shot on that one.
Who's got a baby with somebody else?
Yeah. No wonder her first husband left her. But
oh
snap! I said that. I don't know if that happened. I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know. I know that's not the dad. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe I'm assuming. Don't believe me. I'm just joking. I don't know. Maybe I'm true. Maybe I'm right. I don't know.
That's fucking hilarious.
She had a few pills in the system. Maybe I don't know. It looked like I don't know.
Some people just don't care. No class.
Yeah.
No class. No touch.
So I can't wait for your wedding. I'm kidding.
Hopefully it's better.
I'm kidding.
Hopefully.
Although it would be great. No. It would be great if stuff happened.
It's gonna be a mix.
Hopefully it's not me.
It's gonna be an interesting mix. It's gonna be nice. That is the one thing that you get a little nervous about, right? Is
people behaving.
Yeah, people behaving, and how's it all gonna work? Because when you make friendships, you know you've got certain friends that you do certain things with, or that were a certain friend at one time of your life that was an important time. And, there's some friends like I don't necessarily keep up with on a daily basis, but I value what they did for my life, so I'm inviting them, whatever. And
I know what you're
like, man, I wonder how how are all these people, like all of my friends? That's great that I can get along with all of them, but can they all get along together?
Good point.
It's going to be
good point.
And which I'm sure, by the way, it's going to be fine. But it does run through your head.
Yeah.
No one specific in this case for me, but it's just like now you're taking like 50 of your closest family members, 50 of your closest friends.
Yeah, don't you feel that sometimes you have to be your different version of yourself with different friends?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
think so.
I don't like that that's the truth, but I think that is.
Yeah, because of maybe their sense of humor, or I don't know, different things.
Well, like you might connect with people for different reasons. Like, for example, you connect with me because I'm fucking amazing, right? So, but you might connect with some other friend.
That's what it was.
Yeah, like right off rip, you were like, bro, we got to be best friends.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's actually how it happened.
Rebecca,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll have DJ Rebecca pull up episode
Becky.
1 where we discuss. I hope we get a female producer when we.
Yeah, now I want to call her Becky.
Yeah. Oh, geez. So, is like it could be different than the guy you meet on the bicycle trail, right? That you guys become friends through your love of biking.
That's it,
right? That doesn't mean that guy is going to be a funny person.
Yeah.
Or things like that. Like that, you just may connect on this. So I definitely agree what you mean.
Very, very cool person. Let's talk about bikes. Have a beer, have some food.
Mm-hmm.
But the joking, for me, the joking is key, right? The way we joke and the way we interact, because I can be very inappropriate, right? But I also know when to behave, right? Yeah. And I would hope that other person can see that about me. And not say, well, don't invite that one because he's a fucking mess, I would think that they can say, yeah, he can be a mess, but he can also have a good conversation. You know, he can be mature. He is mature. It's just this is, there's a time for everything. I think I can adapt to different scenarios. So, but I don't know if everybody can do that.
Yeah, no, and I do wonder that, like, internally.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the funny part, is that everybody feels the same, but we just don't know it. But yeah, I do worry about
My only issue is that I shut down. If we're not on the same page, right? And I feel like we're not going to have a good conversation or joke the same way together because you're just not like me, I think I shut down. I'm going to be cordial.
Locking it up.
I'll be cordial, but that's about it. My joke won't go too far.
You say that, but what's funny is, like, I've been in a room with you before, and when you're meeting new people, and as your friend or a coworker or whatever it was at the time, and as one of your better friends, I'd love to see when you don't like people.
Yeah. Are you making me think now?
Because it shows on your face, like when you're done with somebody.
That's my biggest issue, my face. Yeah, I don't know how to hide things. Yeah, that is the thing.
Because when you really start to get done, and like if you don't have contacts in, I mean, I don't know how often you wear contacts in every day now, but back in the day you always wear your glasses, right? So, and they'll start to come off. And then you just start right here on the bridge of your nose.
This shit's about to go down.
And that just means that, like, you're trying to calm yourself down. You're like holding your nose. And you're just... And I've seen you so many times. And it's not, like, always, like, big stuff. It's just somebody getting on your nerves, and it's your tell.
Yeah, in my mind, I really am trying to listen to conversation, but in my mind, can this person shut the fuck up already? You know? It's one of those. I don't know, like... they could create... If we were famous, they could create so many memes out of my face reactions. Oh my goodness! Because I'm like, shit, shut up. Yeah.
Oh my
and I don't like to be disrespectful or rude about, I don't like the conversation. But again, my face will show that I'm being, like, I want to be done. Yeah.
I mean, remember when but we have been pretty petty in our careers together at times. Remember the coffee pot when we first worked together?
Yeah, good.
And we worked in an area that nobody.
I know about that scene, right? It's a scene. This is a scene because I remember us being in like a what do you call the trailer, right?
Yes.
And I remember, I'm like looking at myself at the door. The door was open, and I'm just standing holding the coffee maker. This is my coffee maker. Nobody's going to throw it away. Picture that if I didn't have a shirt. But that bitch wanted to throw out our coffee maker.
And we were having coffee regularly back then. I mean, we were drinking coffee.
I just still do, but
water.
Yeah.
It was... Oh, I'm literally crying right now because of the memory. That is... one of the funniest things, like looking back, I'm like, we made a full-on argument about a damn coffee pot. I mean, and we held our ground. You're not getting rid of our coffee pot.
No, we did. We even set a little table with the boxes in the trailer. Oh, yeah? We cannot have our coffee pot in the office? We're going to do our own.
It's a fucking barista station out here.
Open the big door in the trailer and just enjoy the weather with our cup of coffee.
Yeah.
You're not taking us down.
Exactly.
We're taking you down. Smell the coffee. It is actually, in saying that,
a coffee pot.
It's because certain people didn't like the smell of coffee.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, I was offended. My ancestors were offended because
my ancestors.
because coffee was founded based on the aroma, based on... DJ Becky will pull it up on this next slide, and is it was founded on the aroma, on the relax properties. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't like coffee? Well,
I don't drink it. It's just I don't drink it. Well, then that doesn't mean you have to get rid of it. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, I mean, they started treating it like a smoking section.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Hey, it's not my choice. That's your... I'm like, get it out of
here,
here,
no, I agree with you. I remember that day.
Dude.
Oh my goodness.
I remember like it was yesterday.
We would do. You're right. We were petty. Maybe that's when we clicked.
It's a fucking coffee pot. Meanwhile, we're like, oh,
we can hurt a neighbor. We can hurt a neighbor's feeling. Can you know? Oh, you gonna do that? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right. It's
going down.
That's what you want to do. Like it's like prison rules. I don't have.
I threw fireworks at our
neighbor.
neighbor.
Person think I have a plan.
At the window. I did. Wake up, bitch. Don't tell. Yeah, we're gonna sleep early. New Year's Eve. We're gonna sleep early because we don't like the noise. Oh, okay. Good.
Well, you better go to bed super early because
Good to
the
know.
noise is gonna
Midnight.
be there.
I'll be right back. Psst. Pa 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 pa. Window. That's the kind of neighbor I am. Don't tell me that shit.
Jeez.
Yeah. I'm very petty. I'm very petty.
And that's the thing. Otherwise, yeah. I mean, and look, dude, here's the thing. Things like that, New Year's Eve. I get annoyed like everybody else when it's 1 a.m. and they're still firing off. But it's fucking New Year's Eve. What are you going to do? Like, I don't complain about it. It's New Year's Eve. Like, I'm not annoyed, like, because I was lighting them before. But, you know, some people can't put the fuse down. They keep striking them.
I spend hundreds of dollars.
And striking them.
I have a lot of ammunition. I'm the guy with the little clipboard, making notes, what I have, what I need, walking in my garage, you know. Every year, I love New Year's Eve, and I have a big inventory of stuff for that day, because I love it. I love it. And if I still have stuff after 1 a.m, you're still gonna hear me. And if I'm tired and drunk, maybe the next day at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I might pop some more. It'll be like, who's shooting? Nope, it's Hery with his fireworks. Is he gonna be done?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
God,
neighbor.
heaven forbid you win the lottery. It's a full-on Disney fireworks show in your backyard. It would be
a cinematic show on my house outside. You know,
fucking Tuesday. Happy President's Day, bitch.
I know. I think I would do it. That's the thing. I was like, you're giving me ideas right now. Like, ooh, I gotta go play Lotto.
Because I don't know why fireworks have to be limited to certain holidays. You know, so why can't we do like Martin Luther King Day fireworks?
Well, why not? We're not allowed to do it?
Well, I think like Martin Luther King was shot, so it could be like an oxymoron. Yeah, you're feeling terrible, but you're laughing right now. And I'm talking to you and the listeners. But it's a fact.
No, wait, for real.
Is it inappropriate to celebrate Martin Luther King Day with fireworks?
For some reason, I didn't remember he got shot in fireworks. Like, I didn't put it together.
Maybe the tribute firework is one firework with one single bang. I don't know. That's terrible. Hey, you
Becky, Becky, cut that out.
Cut that out. That's an edit.
Yeah, man, I think we have to move on now. For real. I think enough of the wedding. This is what happened with the wedding. This is what the wedding did for us.
What if you made your niche in the marketplace of fireworks by being the guy who's out there amping up the celebrations? Hey, it's President's Day, bitch. Let's get excited, you know. And what about, Three Kings Day, fireworks.
We do.
Exactly.
Three Kings, we do. Yeah, we do.
You know,
are you gonna you should do fireworks at your wedding.
Oh my gosh, don't get her started. Melinda's a firework. She loves fireworks, so that's just one more fucking vendor who's gonna want another tip. That's what that is.
Well, yeah. You know, Puerto Rico, we have a lot of illegal fireworks. Those are the ones that I used to like to get.
Yeah. What are they called? Bullets?
Those are illegal. I'm
sorry, bro.
No, but for real, they you can still get him. Like, you know a guy who knows a guy, you can still get him. But yeah, there's a lot of rules about that because of the law and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a friend once from New York come to, I met him after he lived in Florida. Mm-hmm. And this person and I are no longer friends. But one of the funniest memories. So sad. So sad. It's okay. It's okay. Shit happens. I love what's that Tupac lyric? Or that Tupac lyric? It'll come back to me.
I love issues between friends.
That's great.
I do.
I do like to see when people work through their issues. Anyways, the whole point is this dude had never, because in New York the rules are so strict, he had never had the opportunity to pop off his own rounds.
Oh.
Dude, brought him to Florida. This kid was when he shot his first mortar with us, you would have thought I just gave this guy $1 million. It was but it's kind of nice though to see people that have never shot big fireworks get that chance.
Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe we should just have firework experiences. Come on down to Mike and Hery's Fireworks. We're going to sell it to you, and then we're going to let you blow the shit up right here. Woo! We got whiskey do's, whiskey don'ts.
I like
hell
that.
Yes and hell no's.
I don't know, but we should start looking at investing right now.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody should be investing right now.
Somebody has to. Yeah, correct.
Let's get our fireworks. And we'll look, we're going to support the motherland. These fireworks are right out of Puerto Rico.
The motherland.
Yeah, right out of Puerto Rico. We're getting them in. I'm even thinking we get our own firework. What if we got our faces on our own firework? The Just My Opinion firework kit?
And our head exploding. That's
DM us on Instagram right now.
Our faces with the head exploding.
Dude. What? And we'll call it the Mike and Hery, or the Hery and Mike, Just My Opinion. Oh, I don't know. I got to think we're going to take it to the brain. Oh my God, they just said this. Or they just said that.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of our faces on a firework.
Yeah. And we can do the seasonal ones. President's Day one. We could.
Yeah. You're thinking you can't get away from the Martin Luther King one, can you? Just it'll be just one of those little Whistler ones with a slow
Hispanic
pop.
Heritage Month. Boom. Pop. Right there.
Dude, Hispanic Heritage Month. It's so funny you talk about Hispanic Heritage Month. Let me tell you why. What do you think about the I don't want to get too deep in this, but I saw a meme and I was like, it's kind of fucked.
Uh-huh.
The current situation happening in Florida, sending people to, did you see that, where the governor sent immigrants in Florida to
what are you talking
Martha's Vineyard?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, bro. He sent, basically, Governor Rick DeSantis sent a plane or two full of people.
Okay.
Don't quote me on this. It's not a political fucking podcast. I'm looking at the terribly funny part of this.
Yeah.
Is he basically said, if to the Democrats, because the big fight between the Republicans and Democrats, I guess, were border laws, he was like, fuck you, and if you're going to let all these people come to my state, I'll just send them to you. And he sent 2 airplanes full of people to Kamala Harris' state.
What?
Yeah.
Talk about petty.
Petty.
Let's talk about petty. I would do something like that.
Bro, he was like, okay. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is too much. But at the same time,
at that level, this is where we at.
Well, what's great is all the memes. Because Martha's Vineyard, I've never been there, but for what I'm gathering online, it's kind of like the Hamptons-y. It's upper echelon, nose in the air people.
Yeah.
And there's all these memes of Martha's Vineyard now. And it's got a mariachi band.
I gotta check that out. I don't know. I'm disconnected, I guess.
Yeah, bro. Well, I was too. It was I started seeing these memes pop up that were hilarious.
That's funny.
And I was like, why is everybody talking about, this thing? And I found out, and I was like, oh my gosh.
I bet a lot of people are offended and stuff because everything is offensive,
Oh, we just lost 10 listeners after that. And the MLK comment, we're done.
Oh, my goodness. Jeez. People are so sensitive. It's a joke.
It's a joke, people.
It's a joke.
Just fun.
Yeah.
Just fun.
No, it's not a joke.
Well, I don't think that DeSantis did it as a joke. What if he did, though? Like, gotcha, bitch.
Got you, yeah. Go get it. Bring him back. Bring him back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see if you take my coffee pot again at Capitol Hill. Like, real, political bullshit.
I know. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, let's change it. Let's change it.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Ooh, I feel like we did a lot of wrong things today.
What you been watching?
Huh?
What you been watching on television?
Ooh. I watched a couple of stuff. I watched, which I saw that Linda posted it too. Sins of Our Mother.
Dun dun dun. I was hoping you would start with this one. What?
I don't know, like,
white people. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
It
is white people. It is white people.
Yeah.
She did. Okay, let's say what is what's it called? The Sins of Our Mother.
Sins of Our Mother, and it's about the Latter-day Saints.
Yes. Well, specifically about this woman. Her name was Lori.
Yeah,
Lori, right? Yeah.
Lori Vallow was her final.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, she got married once more time.
Yeah, she got a few. 4 times married. She got married before the last one.
She was married a lot.
Yeah, she vanished with her kids. And that's what all the fun and the journey starts. About her crazy life. Her husband, the last one, they got married, right?
Yeah,
he was part of that.
Of the LDS Church.
The LDS Church. It's only 3 episodes, about an hour, but man, intense.
Very intense. And let me tell you something. Are you ready for part 2?
What?
You know there's going to be a part 2.
No way. Why?
There's got to be.
Why would you think that?
Because the court date. Ooh, spoiler alert.
At the
Turn
end.
your radio down if you haven't seen that. Yeah, the court date is next year.
Correct. Here's where I left on the show. Unless I missed this, and you correct me if I'm wrong here.
No problem.
They were not specific, or did not say how the kids were killed.
No, because you are exactly right.
Okay.
Because they didn't release it until the court date, and that vivid detail, and it's very terrible. So I'm not fucking around, but I do believe that vivid detail is enough to draw people's attention in. It's just a statement of fact that they're gonna want to know what happened. I mean, that book, if that show was a book, I got one more chapter. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta know how it ends. And my perception of what's going to happen is that they have her in a mental institution right now, and they are going to try to de-brainwash her in an effort to get her to flip on her husband. Yeah. But the guy was smart. Because getting her to marry him and then claiming not guilty
but
means that he probably convinced her to commit the actual acts. And because of the marriage clause, neither one of them are obligated to testify against the other. And if it was only you and the other in the room, and there's no evidence to be found,
the only person I could think knows stuff is dead, which was her brother.
Yes.
He died. That's so fucked up. That guy is the one that knows a lot, I think. I do think.
And do you think they're going to get convicted for killing him? Because I think they put something in this dude's tea. They said it was hereditary and all this bullshit.
Correct. I think they need to look into that, if they're not already.
Yeah. I definitely think that guy was poisoned.
I agree with you. Yeah,
That's too
I
coincidental.
was watching. I was like, he had a heart attack,
Yeah.
just like from like that. I mean, that's how it is, but it was just odd that it happened.
Very convenient timing.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree with you. Very messed up. I felt like I wanted to watch it again because I was like, this is messed up. Like, you know.
So I did actually, ironically enough, watch it twice because Melinda watched it at a separate time than I did.
Oh, okay.
And I will say, like, I noticed some things that I missed the first time. But the show itself is it's a very unique story. I've never heard of another one like it. The only thing is, I feel bad I actually feel bad for the LDS church because this is like the second show this year with very like manic LDS people and LDS people as a whole. Like I'm a Christian and they're, you know what I mean? But the Mormon people as a whole are not very bad people at all, like in my experience, but like they're showing the radicals of each religion. And like, I want people to pay attention to that because the narrative in the world used to be a lot about, Muslims and the Islam religion and like people were saying like they were categorizing Muslim people based on, unfortunately, the radical Muslims that, let's say, participated in things like 9/11.
I agree.
And
you are very right.
I want people to create that simile, like not to get serious, but for real, like of now do you see that like there's a difference that the sense of like there can be radicalized people from any religion
anywhere,
and that doesn't define how the rest of the actual, you don't have to like it, right? Like I'm not an LDS guy per se, but like I don't mind, like if that's what you want to do and like that's the, you know what I mean? Like it's only when you radicalize something does it become.
But I think you can have that kind of people in any religion. Because
that's my point.
Not only we don't have to go as far as committing murders, but everybody reads the Bible a certain way or interprets everything in their religion a certain way. And then you also have that leader, spiritual leader in every religion who will tell you how they're reading the Bible, right? That is just like politics. You have a person who their job is to convince you about something. And unfortunately, that's how religion is. You have this pastor, whatever it is, and unfortunately, not all of them are the good guys. You will have somebody who will use the religion and turn it into what they want to accomplish. And then you have these people like she was, Lori, which I think, not sure yet, but it seems like she started as a victim. And who knows how she ended because we don't know that part yet, right? But I think she started as just a fanatic in about her religion, you know? I think that's how it started. I truly believe so.
Here's somebody I could actually complain about in this documentary, and that's the mom.
Yeah.
I know you loved your kid, and I don't know, and I got to accommodate the fact that she was a rider. What I would expect any parent to do is to think the best of their kid.
Correct.
Up until it was proven otherwise, but I mean, just the naiveness. Mm-hmm. And then the police, like the guy told the police in the beginning, like, hey man, something's not right. Yeah. And just because, this is what pissed me off, just because she was pretty, I feel like they let her go. Like they believed her shit.
Correct.
So much
They
better.
even joke with her and laugh with her. But also, if you saw this documentary, there was another one that just recently we talked about. I forgot the name of it. About the same LDS community. It's not only about being pretty. These people have a power of convincing. They can convince. Mm-hmm. They have a way of talking that you just sit and listen and they just follow. They do. How you think they got into this mess? Because they got convinced by somebody else too, who has that ability. And she went in that room and when she went to do her investigation, or when they were talking to her, she had more confidence than anybody I've ever met. Look at the way she talks.
Dude,
very convincing.
What a gangster.
Very convincing, very confident in what she believed.
Yeah.
You couldn't read through that. And I know cops do that every day, but I'm pretty sure they didn't see that coming. She was good. She's good.
And I would be fair to the cop to say that. Like, she played the game well.
Yeah. Well, I think it's that at that moment they didn't. I think their job is, regardless of who you're talking to, you still have to do your job. And for some reason, at that moment, they just got hypnotized or something. I don't know.
It was strange, man. Very unique documentary.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Netflix #1 this weekend.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
For sure, I've been seeing it shoot up.
Yeah. I'm watching a really good show too right now. It's on FX on Hulu. With Steve Carell from The Office.
Oh, The Patient?
The Patient, man. What a show.
So,
what a show.
I haven't got to watch it yet.
Yeah.
So fill us in.
So
what's going
it's a
on
psychological thriller. It's he's a psychologist, right? Steve Carell plays a psychologist. He has a client who end up kidnapping him and keeping him captive in his house for a long period of time because he wants him there as his doctor. And the reason is because this guy's a serial killer. And he wants Steve Carell at his house to help him control these urges of killing people and just doing all these evil things. And Steve Carell is just chained to his bed. He cannot go anywhere. You're my doctor 24/7. And help me out here on how I don't commit any more crime. Wow. It is very good. Very good. It's just it's a thriller, literally just in a bedroom.
Wow.
So it's a doctor and the patient talking about the way he kills people, why he does it. He's trying to figure out all these things. It's incredible. I think it's only 4 episodes.
And how's Steve doing in it? How's Steve Carell looking at it?
Killed it.
He's amazing, right?
Killed it.
Dude,
you forget that he's in the office.
There,
I forgot he's in the office.
That guy there is one of the best people because he's likable and he doesn't get no fucking trouble. He never bitches. He does whatever. He can go from Guru to I see you, minions, and then all of a sudden he's doing this shit.
Great show. Great show. You have to watch it. It's really good. It's really good. I mean it. You have to watch it.
I've been seeing the ads for that, and I do want to watch it. It looks really, really good.
Yeah.
I'm going to be basic as fuck right here. I'm going to tell you right now. New season of Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Okay.
I thought I was going to hate it, dude.
Okay.
I really did. I was like, it's getting out there. It's getting long.
Okay.
I fucking love that show. I don't know what it is. Like, I think I like it because it's just simple. Like, it's a classic. The good guy wins.
Okay.
Fucking show. And the parts of it I don't like is like the teenage drama of it at times. But the show itself, I fucking like it, dude. And I hate that I like that show, but I really do.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of the show. Okay? Very nostalgic. It takes you back into that era. Right?
I love that,
especially if you've seen the original movies.
Oh my god! It is
being retro. Everything is just the flashbacks and stuff. That's what got me into the show. Now I'm gonna be the Debbie Downer. This season, for me, was the worst ever. Okay,
I liked it.
Here's where I'm done. The Nickelodeon / Disney overacting of the kids just kill me. These kids are so... the acting is like watching Nickelodeon. You know? Watching Disney shows, you know? The Zack and Cody at the Sea Life or whatever that shit is. Yeah, the kids are annoying as hell. You know, and I don't know if you noticed this, but the promotion of many other things, the advertise. I don't know if you noticed because they advertise the hell out of Coors Light. Okay? And then, what it makes it even worse is when they go to Olive Garden. You saw that episode?
Yes, I love it. He's like, when you're at the garden, we're going to Tesco.
And I'm gonna give you a tour of Rome.
I thought it was so funny.
I was like, are you? And that was it because they left the restaurant after the waiter talk about all this stuff.
But they had the breadsticks after they fixed the fight. I told you breadsticks would fix the fight.
Like, come on. that part for me was so cheesy. You know what I mean? Like, what is up with all these advertisements? I was done. I watched the whole thing.
Speaking of cheese and advertisements, go to Jersey Mike's. Get a Philly cheesesteak today. And get where you can either get with chicken or beef paired with a fresh layer of provolone cheese.
Yeah.
And your favorite topping.
True that. I'm going after we finish.
Quick plug.
Right, yeah. So that's what really like bothered me, you know? You know what I also didn't like? Because I'm Puerto Rican. This was recorded in Puerto Rico. And then you say it's Mexico.
Ah, that hit you.
Like, this is not the first time. They do this in every movie or shows. Why do we do this? I'm pretty sure it's something about, what's it called? Oh my God. Permits and all that kind of shit, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's probably easier.
But it's very annoying that you go to a country and for me, like, oh my God, they go to Puerto Rico, you know? No, it's Mexico. No, it's not, bitch.
That's Puerto Rico. That's where I grew up, right?
You know what I mean? So that I was like, but this, I'm addicted to the show. I'm a fan of Kreese. You know, the guy in prison. I'm a huge fan of him.
Oh,
he's the guy. He's the guy.
And
Johnny.
That's why there's gonna be another season.
Well, the next one is the last one.
Care. The next one is the last one.
Yeah, the next one is the last one. Okay. So it goes back to Kreese. He's the big guy. He's the villain that they need to take down. All these other ones during all the seasons have come in and out, but at the end of the day, he is the main villain.
Do you know what I want to see happen?
Okay.
Because we're getting a cameo about every season. The thing I like about Cobra Kai is about every season we get one new person.
Yeah.
That just kind of hang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or a new focus that we didn't see before.
Yeah.
I would really, really, really like to see a. I don't know. I know because you're a little older than me that you probably don't like this Karate Kid, but there was another Karate Kid movie made that had a woman.
Yeah, there was conversations about bringing her.
Yes, and like for my generation, just being like, even though I was raised on the older movies, I would love to see her in one of the movies because she was like in a Miyagi thing.
But wasn't she this famous actor? What's her name? She's a famous actor.
She is a famous actor. I'll get her name right now.
Isn't she the ex-wife of Ben Affleck?
Yes, I believe so.
Jennifer Garner.
No, it wasn't Jennifer Garner. Looks like her big smile like Jennifer Garner.
Okay.
Now. I am disconnected from Wi-Fi, so it's taking a little bit. But nevertheless, when we get that pulled up. But it is truthfully one of my dreams that she will pop up one of these days.
Yeah.
And do it because that movie didn't get a lot of love.
Correct.
Because it was not the original. Hery Swank.
Hery Swank. Correct.
And I thought Hery Swank.
She was the girl that did The Boxer, right? With Clint Eastwood.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Correct. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. I made that one. I said Jennifer Garner.
But they do have similar characteristics. I could see where Jennifer Garner would come up.
So.
But yes, I think Hery Swank is. I think she's respectfully sexy.
True.
And I want to see a cameo. It doesn't even have to be like a big thing, but just like acknowledgement that she worked with Mr. Miyagi because like I feel like the Karate Kid franchise has like just ignored the fact that she was.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think there has to be a little bit more, which they've done all the seasons, but I think they should be finishing with a nice appreciation for Mr. Miyagi. You know.
Yeah.
Close.
And the dude, it makes me so sad that he's never going to pop up in any of these scenes.
Yeah. That guy.
And in my brain.
Yeah, it would have been awesome.
I'm like, I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
And I remember when he died. I remember it was like national news.
Yeah, they even had a conversation. There was talks about bringing also Will Smith's son at some point at the end. Remember, he was the last one to do it.
With Jackie Chan.
Yeah, with Jackie Chan. So they even had... But
I hope they don't do that. I don't like Will Smith's son. I'm going to be honest.
Why?
I don't like him. That's just my opinion. He gets on my fucking nerves.
Yeah?
Man, now you're touching a hot button.
I don't even see
like
him,
that
so
guy.
I don't know.
I don't like him because, like, he could have been great. And maybe he is, right? Like, he's got fans. It's just not my cup of tea. But, like, I loved, like, even in The Pursuit of Happiness, remember when he was just a little guy?
Yeah.
And you can't hold him accountable to who he was when he was 6, right? But at the same time, like, I thought we were going to get the next great actor.
But here's it.
Out of this
That's
show,
what I'm about
man.
to say. You think it's all expectation because who he is?
I did. I'm going to own it.
Yeah.
And if they didn't want me to have that expectation, don't put the little fucker in a movie.
Yeah.
But it to the reality is, he's a distraction, by my opinion. He is a distraction because it always just gets weird with him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do you got to be like that, bro? Like, I don't care. This has nothing to do with his sexuality. It's the way he carries himself. He's a distraction.
Yeah.
Like, he can never just wear a t-shirt and jeans or shorts or whatever.
There's people like that.
Gotta
yeah.
be.
They got to be all out there.
Yeah, like, he's got to wear a trash bag designed by Gucci. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
You know, literally, why? Because it's arrogance. And that's why I don't like him. That's why I like that's why I like his dad, but I don't like him. Will Smith earned everything he has.
Yeah.
These little fuckers.
They were raised in a different circumstance, so yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, you should humble yourself.
Plus,
right?
they were, based on some interviews that I've seen from Will Smith and the wife, is that these kids, since a very young age, were given they were allowed to be or do whatever they wanted. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, when you have all that money and you have the freedom, you can get certain things done differently than we could have done it when we were kids, right? Or even the way I raise my kids now. I don't have the resources that they have, right? So
True, and hopefully, you know, the idea is that they continue to provide more for their kids, and then and so on and so forth. And eventually, there's millionaires with the Irizarry last name. I get it, right? It's just I still love Will because I respect the fact that, like, Will's been through some shit, you know, in life. I know that he's messed up, whatever, and a lot of people see it that way.
I think we have to move on about this slap. It's a slap. It shouldn't happen. Let's move on.
Big deal.
Move on. We're forgetting about who he is. We're forgetting about what he's done here because of a slap. We need to move on.
I agree. Look, here's the thing. You put a new Will Smith movie out on the news tomorrow. Hear me loud and clear.
Which he's apparently
Hollywood.
doing some deals with Netflix. So let's go.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking Will Smith.
Yeah, it is.
He's one of the best actors of all time.
You cannot put in the same sentence. You cannot be the stupid or fake saying, amazing actor, all these great movies. Yeah, but he slapped somebody. That's just
Big
stupid.
fucking deal.
It doesn't even sound right for you to say.
Right?
Yeah. So, anyway, before we go, I want to say something because I'm a huge fan of Ryan Murphy. Right? I'm anything American Horror Stories. I watch those things all the time. In October, the Jeffrey Dahmer story is coming out, created by Ryan Murphy and Netflix. Man, I'm telling you, you have to watch this. If you know who Jeffrey Dahmer is, then you, by all means, you have to watch this show.
Do we have a date on it? It's just
October 10th, I want to say. I might be wrong on the date.
So it's going to be early October. Give or take early.
Man, I just can't wait.
That does sound good.
Evan Peters, who also is one of the constant actors in all his American Horror Story shows, and won Emmys before too for his acting. He's going to play Jeffrey Dahmer. I can't wait. I'm telling you,
I'm excited
because I'm a huge fan also of documentaries and serial killers. I can't wait for how they twist this one and make it look, because there's no good way to show it. But I'm looking forward, knowing all the story about Jeffrey Dahmer. I can't wait to hear or see how they show all that on the screen. Like, this kid was already like experimenting, killing frogs and dogs, and then little by little escalated to killing humans and then even eating them after having sex. So I wonder how they're going to do this on the big screen. Because it's different to watch it or hear it on documentary when they explain it than actually to see kind of what really happened. That would be insane.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's
totally different attitude.
Yeah, that's gonna be insane. So that's gonna come out next month, and I can't wait. I was when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh fuck, yeah,
muy fucking bueno.
Yeah. But yeah.
Well, listen, brother, it was great to see your face. Great to talk about fireworks.
Yeah.
You guys out there listening, please don't forget to give us a follow on the gram. Tell your friends about us. Tell your friends about the show. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, we're gonna try to make this thing huge one day. You know what I mean? So
always the goal.
We'll see how it all works.
Always the goal.
Taking over the world, baby.
All around the world.
People waiting for me. I know. Oh, sorry.
Okay, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, brother. Have a good one.